Fight on sight. It's a fight on sight whenever I see somebody that I really don't like. There's some individuals who fall into that category. One of them, well, he said he was okay with following certain rules, and he wasn't. He ended up breaking all the rules, and then when you have to be accountable for breaking the rules, he wasn't. He went and hid. To this day, I'm aware of where he stays, I'm aware of who he hangs out with, and for many months, I planned on giving him the consequences that he needed to, for me, what I felt that he needed to pay. It's called revenge. You might feel like you need to get revenge on somebody because they deserve it. I know I for sure do. He's not the only one. There's a couple other people that fall in that realm for me. Now, I don't know where all of them are at right now. And I've had to come to terms with it's not my job. Is it something that I would like to do? For sure. Oh, would I get joy out of doing it? I'd get instant gratification for sure. Am I capable of doing it? Yeah, I am. However, I've learned of a law. It's the law of negative lifestyles. And really, what it means is that somebody who participates in the detriment of others, taking others down, hurting others for their own benefit, for their own gratification, can never receive benefits themselves. Some people call it karma. Some people call it justice. Reality is the law of negative lifestyles really means that someone who participates in negative behaviors, even negative thoughts, will get that basically back their way. Revenge isn't something that I get to choose to do to somebody else. If I choose to take revenge on these individuals, which again, I have to convince myself and remind myself on a constant basis why I shouldn't, I participate in negative behaviors, and right now what I'm working through is not even participating in negative thoughts towards them. You see, I've learned that I need to be accountable not just for my actions, but for my thoughts. And if I think about hurting them, then usually I think about how bad I feel. Like there's this weird thing that happens. Do I want to? A little bit of me does. But do I want to feel the pain that I felt after hurting people? Because I have hurt some people, both physically, emotionally, and financially. No, I don't. So to stay out of the law of negative lifestyles, I can't even think negative things about these individuals. I must trust that what they did to me will come back to them. I might not be able to see it. I might not be able to be around. I might not even be able to be involved. And most likely I won't. But what goes around comes around is like the cliche. That's the law of negative lifestyles. Here's the other reason why taking revenge on individuals isn't something that I want to participate in, and hopefully can give you reasons not to participate in it either. By no means am I saying what they did was right. By no means am I saying that they should get away with it. Not at all. But if I choose to go fix it, quote unquote, fix it myself, handle it myself, that I'm choosing to validate myself through them. I'm still seeking validation from an individual who I really shouldn't even care about. Validation meaning that I still want them to know that I was the one that did it. I still want to get their approval by doing the negative harm to them. You see, validation isn't just having somebody come up to you and say, hey, good job, you're really good at that. Validation can also come from somebody saying, no, stop, you're hurting me. You're validating yourself by trying to hurt someone else. So essentially, you need them to validate you. Does that make sense? There's certain things that I still have to overcome. Receiving validation from someone who I really shouldn't even care about is one of them. If I choose to go get revenge to these other individuals by causing them physical harm, emotional distress, financial hurt, then really what I'm saying is that I still need their validation. And to really move on from a situation, you can't seek that validation from them. Let's make it less extreme and more practical. If you have a spouse, a girlfriend, boyfriend, and they hurt you by cheating on you, by making you feel bad, by disrespecting you somehow, and you do everything within your power to go and date one of their friends, go and show off your new girlfriend or boyfriend to them, you're still seeking validation from them. They still have a hold on you. Because, guess what? You're still needing them. You're still looking for a reaction from them in order to feel good about yourself. In order to move on, you can no longer need any type of validation from the individual that you're moving on from. If you do seek validation from them, you do need their approval, and you are still looking to them to fulfill something in you. Now, if you've gone through that hurt of somebody cheating on you, somebody maliciously hurting your emotions, somebody disrespecting you, know that the law of negative lifestyles will happen, just like the law of physics. As a man, as a dude who has a little bit of an ego, sometimes I'm the one that feels like I need to go deliver it. And what I've learned is that I don't. What I need to do is participate in the habits that build me up, build up the people around me, and go serve other individuals. Because I know individuals who have sought revenge and then ended up going away, having to do some time, having some sort of legal problems, instead of knowing and trusting that this law, just like the law of physics, will apply to the law of negative behaviors. So if somebody has hurt you, if you're thinking about taking revenge, ask yourself, do I really need to be validated by them? And if your answer is no, then keep it moving. And if your answer is yes, I still need to be validated by them, ask yourself why. Then ask yourself why a couple more times. Because you don't need validation from an individual who doesn't even have respect for themselves.